Alright, hello, what is up guys, it's Dynamic bringing you guys into the gameplay. Before we get into the topic, if you play PS3, you wanted to participate in the hardcore league / tournament, we're going to be doing over on the HCU. I'm going to put the guys that are going to be running the PS3 side in the description, their Twitters. It's going to be Money, Daron, Sheriff Pound T, and Norfar, I think. So if you guys want to go hook, go and check out their Twitters, let them know you want to play. I'm sure they'll get you set up. But back to the little topic I had for this video. Beamon said, let me just start from the beginning. What I want to be doing is career. That's what I had mentioned that this video is going to be about in my last video. And Beamon, and I'd give a few hints. You gotta have a license to do it, a driver's license that is. And yeah, didn't really give that many hints, just that one. Beamon says taxi driver. Now, taxi drivers, you don't really see them here in my town. I live in a small town here in Arkansas, Mark Tree, Arkansas to be exact. You don't really see too many taxis. Now, 30 miles away, the city of Jonesboro, Arkansas, you might see a few taxis there. I've seen like one or two. And of course I don't live too far away from Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm sure there's a lot of taxis in Memphis because that's a huge city. But no, it's not a taxi. It's not being a taxi driver. I'm sure being a taxi driver can get frustrating as shit. I'm actually going to be a postal worker, or at least I'm working towards that. There's a little exam you take called Postal Exam 473, and it's I've already tested a few times here on the computer. I've went on and did a practice test and stuff like that. There's actually books on it at the library over here in Mark Tree, here in my town here. Actually, I don't live too far away from the library. I'll probably go and check those because they got these little like technique books that tell you all about Postal Exam 473 and here's some techniques. Because the way you do it is like part one of the exam is sort of like you look at two different addresses and it'll give you like the zip code and the address and all that stuff, and you just say if there's something wrong with the zip code compared to the correct address, or if there's something wrong with the address compared to the correct address, you know what I mean? So that's part one of it. There's one part where you gotta there's a route A, B, C, or D, and in each route you've got 3 addresses, and you have to memorize each address within the routes. You can't look, so I mean it's gonna be pretty interesting, but that's what I want to do. These guys make like $20+ an hour, so for me, that'd be just fine. If I start when I'm real young, I could retire in my late 30s or early 40s, which is fucking incredible. Like I've mentioned a bunch of times in my last few videos, I'll only be 18 in 4 months. So around 19 to 20, I could probably start working for the postal office. Of course, and maybe eventually retire at in a young age. You think about it, 30 or 40 isn't really that old. Most people retire in their 60s. You know what I mean? And then after you retire, you get paid $5,000 every month. I mean, you get paid every 2 weeks when you're working regularly, but you get paid $5K every month, which is pretty fucking sick. You know what I mean? But I mean, since it's a government job, you get a lot of benefits and stuff like that. So it's great. Like I said before, my older brother Justin, who works for the postal service over here, and I think it's Paragould or Bentonville. I don't really know exactly what city he works for. When I get the job, I probably won't work here in March. I'll probably go to where he works. I'll just drive to his house, and me and him will ride together to the workplace. But I mean, he does very well. He's got 4 young kids. Of course, he's got a wife. So I mean, for him, I mean, it's fucking easy. You know what I mean? He used to work on a farm and stuff like that. So I mean, being a postal worker for him is I think it's a lot better for him. And the money he makes is fucking insane. I mean, he worked on a farm, so he already had a bunch of money. I mean, he knows how to save money. He knows how to spend his money. I think probably one of the most things you hear him say all the time is he's got to save them bins. You know what I mean? You got to save them Benjamins. So he doesn't let go of money too easily. So I mean, he's got like I said, he's got 4 kids. He's got a wife, and he supports his family just fine. Now, me, I'm just by myself. I don't have any kids, and I don't want any anytime soon. That's all for the future. I could care less about kids right now. Eventually, of course, yeah, meet that right person, get married to that person, yeah, of course. But right now, if I started at a young age, of course that would be easy for me. I mean, hell, I'll go and buy the Xbox One, the PS4, and all that shit. But I'm actually looking, still looking to get a job. The postal, working, it's in the future for me. I'm only, like I said, I'm only 18. I can start the whole exam and everything and get my foot in the door. I still want to get a job, just a regular, maybe working at a grocery store, working in a convenience store, whatever. When you turn 18, you pretty much get a job anywhere around here. So hopefully I can get one before then, maybe, hopefully. I'd love to just start saving up some money and getting the Xbox One. I want to get the PS3. I want to get the PS4. I want to get every console so I can play with everybody. You see guys like Daron, like I mentioned, he's gonna be doing the PS3, help the PS3 side of the league. Guys like that. Money. All those guys play PS3. I haven't got a chance to play with those guys yet. So I'd like to get all 4 major consoles. I've already got the 360. I actually had the PS3 a long time ago and it broke, but whatever. But like I said, I'd like to get some money, save it, and get all my consoles and stuff like that. But we'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed it as always, guys. Peace out.